Good morning, everybody. This is Imagine TV, and this is episode number 33 or 11 of season 2, and we are speaking about the stock agency. As I told you the last class, you have to be sure that you have enough pixel, and that something that I forgot to tell you, it's you can use almost any camera over 20 megapixel, but you also want to shoot raw because that will give you a lot more detail to work with. And JPEGs, a lot of the time, they're loosey files and you lose a lot of detail with that if you open and close. Always shoot raw if you can. Okay, this is the finished image. Let's restart with that. We'll close everything. No, I don't want to keep nothing of my good work. File, open. Okay, because it's a raw, we'll open a raw file and we'll go directly into raw. Okay, first thing, you remove your chromatic aberration. That's the little green or purple line that you may have on the side of your image. And enable profile corrections. Not a big deal in this one, but you know, it makes a difference. Okay, next things you have to do, the white balance. It looks pretty good to me. If you go to auto, a bit warmer, and we'll keep it this way for now. When you have an image like that, I can see that my highlights are a little bit burned out. I'll bring the highlight down, almost to the edge. Bring the shadow up a little bit. You can see that you have a lot of space for the white here when you look at your histogram. But because I don't want to blow my highlight, I'm not going to bring any white. I might bring some black just to have a little bit more contrast. And clarity 2 and the A's 1 or 2 should be enough. And like normally I take a little bit less saturation, maybe -5. And I open the image. First thing first, you look at your image to make sure that you're in focus, because if you send something that it's not in focus, it will be rejected right away. There's no need to do that. Second things you look at, it's all the little spot that you may have, and sometimes they are hard to see. One trick is to do layer, duplicate layer. Put your top layer to multiply, maybe at 50 or 30%, like 40%. And now you go to the background. Don't do anything on that layers because it won't give you anything. But you go on the background and you can erase some of those spots. You should erase all of them, but I'm not going to go after everything. If you have a bird that looks like a spot, take it out. Don't ask the question, just take it out. Because you want to make sure that you have no spot left before you send the image. And I'm doing it fast now, but normally I go almost like inch by inch to make sure that everything is perfect. Okay, when you're sure that you have no dust on it, you can take out that multiply layer. Now you can go and do layer, duplicate layer. Second things that I do, I will use Photoshop intelligence to do my auto tone, auto contrast, and auto color. I don't like it because it's too green for me. Means I'm not going to use it. But it's something I always do, just to make sure. After that, I go to view because you want to make sure. I'll show you. If you go and you play with your saturation. Let's say that you want a dark blue sky. You can see and you can choose the color of your gamut alert. But I use pink because I don't have a lot of pink in my things. And I'm not the person that likes saturation. That means I don't have too much problem with that because normally my pictures are not too saturated. But that's something to look at. Okay. Now that you took all the dust out, you like the color, you don't have too much saturation, everything seems okay, you're not done yet. You have to look at something that is very important, because most of the agency, they will reject image based on two things: focus, and that's why you have to go with f9, or depending of the camera, if you have a small one, maybe 5.6, but you want to have more in focus, because it's a magic eyes or whatever that check your picture. It doesn't know if it's artistic or not. Means most of everything in focus will help you a lot, and no noise. Like the noise is it's the first killer, I guess, on picture when you send them. And that's why I don't want you to use JPEGs, because they have artifact on JPEGs that is very hard to remove, and your picture will be rejected right away. The best way to do that, and I have 3 different options, I will say. You can use the one from Photoshop, okay, the noise reductions. Reduce noise. It will reduce some of the noise, but not that much. And you lose detail too. Means for me, this is not something that if I don't have any other choice, I will use it. But if I have another choice, I will not. Okay, is it undo? Okay, and what you do normally, you should have a duplicate layer anyway, and every time you do something like that. Okay, I have 2 different software. I have one, I'll show you the first one that I use, and it's Topaz Labs Denoise 6. That's the one I have. And it will open in another browser. Okay, and that will give you a good idea of the noise. Okay, this one work with, you can choose the ISO. Like for me, because of the amount of noise, I will try with 800 to start. See, it took most of the noise out of there. You press OK. Okay, now I'm going to show you another one, and this is my favorite one. And I'll try to find the link for you to buy it. I bought it when it was Nick. Now it's still Nick, and it's defined, but it's DxO that sell it, and it's the best of the best program for noise. In my mind anyway, it works perfectly. And it will pick a place for the noise, but you can move it and bring it where you want. And what I like about this one is because you don't lose as much detail. And you press OK when you're happy. But whatever you do to take the noise out, take it out. If you compare one to the other, a huge difference. And now your image is ready. Image size. And you have to be over 5,000 on the longest side. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, layer flatten image when you're sure that everything is okay. And file. Save as. JPEG. And that's it. Okay, that's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any question or comment, just put them below. Don't forget to subscribe. And next week, we'll speak about the image that were rejected. I will send a lot of image this week, and we'll look at why they were rejected. And the following weeks, we'll go and look at the different agencies and see how easy or hard it is to be accepted. And not only that, to upload your image and put your keywords and things like that. Their dashboard. That's it for today. Have fun, guys, and we'll see you next week. Ciao. Enjoy your day, and ciao, ciao.
¡Eso, Diane!